Hello. I'm getting a bit overwhelmed. I may have grown too much of too many things. We all got a bit of a shock, didn't we, when the weather suddenly turned cold for a week. I did a runner bean video. These are the runner beans I was planting in that runner bean video. These have been on a window shelf, trying to basically take over both a bedroom and some shutters in the window. I would have put them out earlier. By now we're supposed to be getting towards the end of frost, particularly down here in the southeast, but we had that cold snap. That's not the only problem. The problem is that I planted far too many seeds and got very too attached to all of it. This is only a small proportion of how much too much I've got, and I haven't got a lot of space. I've got more space than that, you know, I'm lucky, but I haven't got a lot. So I'm now going to have to make some choices, and that's going to be tricky. The runner beans, I'm reliably informed, because these have got very long and leggy because they've been inside and they've done very well, but they've been done a bit too stringy long well. My very capable father-in-law, who is a proper gardener, tells me that you can pinch these out and they'll grow, instead of just one long shoot, they'll probably grow from two. So I might pinch them out, but I'm going to put them in. I'm going to put them in, and then for the next 2 or 3 days, because I haven't got a lot of space to harden things off, get used to the colder conditions, I'm going to put some fleece around it and cosset them for 2 or 3 nights, and hopefully they'll be fine. So that's the runner beans. I've got a lot of tomato plants because I like the varieties I was growing, but I'm going to have to keep one of these 4. These are called Carbon. They're a dark green, amazing tasting tomato. My other tomato plants are massive now and are aching to get outside. So it's just at that point when I'm trying to be patient, but I'm also trying to find strategies to get things outside. Cauliflower, unfortunately I don't own a field, so why I've grown that many cauliflower, and they're also getting a little bit rangy, a little bit leggy, so I'm going to have to choose a few of them and maybe dig up some lawn. Aubergines, which I'm told are a thankless task in our climate, but I've got 2 or 3 of them. The kale, I put some in, and actually these have done so much better on the inside than the ones I put out slightly earlier, so I'm going to probably bite the bullet and replace the ones that haven't done well with those ones. These peppers can go in a pot. Over here I've got a herb invasion of Thai basil, coriander. These are not herbs, these are flowers obviously, and some real basil, and some that oregano. Oh my gosh, if you want a sense of how slow time can be, that oregano has been growing for, it feels like forever, since before lockdown. Not really. So I've got lots to do, and you can get a bit overwhelmed. The trick is to remember that it's not life or death. Fortunately, it's just gardening. So I'm going to have a little clear out, a bit of rationalisation, and I'm going to do what I can. But I just thought I'd give you a quick catch up. So if you've got runner beans and you planted them and you're wanting to put them outside because they're mine, they're taking over the house, you can take some measures to protect it at night. You can pinch them out if they've got long, and apparently they will be fine. Oh, that's producing flowers. Good God. Is that a flower? I think that's a flower head. That's a bit previous, isn't it? Oh, and these, talk about growing slow as well. These are the leeks I sowed sometime in the mid-1940s that are going to go in when the potatoes are finished in a couple of weeks. But they're taking ages as well. Anyway, it's all a big learning curve. Enjoy what you're doing. Don't stress out. Don't let it overwhelm you. If you're lucky enough to have seeds and somewhere to plant them, just enjoy it. So, if you are going to plant the runner beans, and you did plant some, this is how you would do it. You've got a wigwam that you've built out of canes or sticks or whatever you can get your hand on, string, if you can, you know, stuff like that. Make a simple shape, it doesn't have to be complicated. I'm sure there's probably things wrong with this and I'll improve it next time I do it, but it's just for the beans to clamber up. Now, the beans have got long roots, so you dig a hole and you're going to put it into the ground at the same level as you've been growing it at, which is quite simple. You can see how ready that is, A, to go out, but also how healthy it is. That's grown all that root network in the space of 10 days, 2 weeks maybe. So I'm going to go in there, I'm going to firm it in, not too, but enough. And then, because these have got leggy, I've decided not to pinch them out after all. Maybe I'll live to regret that, I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to wrap that around to encourage it to grow to the top, and then just wait for the beautiful red flowers to arrive, and then the pods, and then pick the beans when they're nice and young before they get stringy, and let's see how we go. Obviously, once you've done all this and you put them all in, give them a good water in, they're fairly intolerant to sort of lack of water. They don't want, like most things, not over or under, but they want a constant supply. So keep an eye on them, and that's one less thing to worry about. One less thing to invade my spare bedroom with. Right. Now if I can do this without breaking it. See you later.